Let me ask you a quick question. What would you do if the woman you loved carried a baby for your own brother? Have you ever laughed at someone because of how they look? Have you ever judged a person without knowing their story? Be careful, because the person you look down on today may be the one who holds your tomorrow in their hands. This story will make you cry, it will make you laugh, it will shock you, and at the end, it will teach you something powerful. Now listen carefully. This is the story of Moses, a young man who grew up in Ghana with a dream bigger than his environment. Moses was tall, dark, with striking eyes that could melt the heart of any woman. And though he was blessed with good looks and intelligence, life had taught him bitter lessons. He worked hard, traveled to Nigeria, then later to the United States, where he built an empire. From a small hustler, Moses became one of the most handsome billionaires the world had ever seen. But there was one problem. Money had brought him women, but never true love. Everyone who came close to him wanted his wealth, not his heart. He had been betrayed before, and that pain never left him. One of the deepest wounds came from Ghana before his big breakthrough. He had a girlfriend he loved with all his heart. He thought she was his soulmate, the one God specially created for him. But when Moses traveled, working hard to build a future for them, his own younger brother Jerry, the smooth-talking, charming, sweet-smiling Jerry, was secretly dating her behind his back. By the time Moses returned home, the shocking news hit him like a thunderstorm. The girl he left his heart with was already pregnant, not for him, but for Jerry. Can you imagine that betrayal? His own brother, his own woman, and the two of them had a plan. They wanted to take over Moses' wealth when he finally settled. What Jerry didn't know was that Moses had already faced a similar betrayal in the United States with another woman who pretended to love him, only to chase his money. That was why he came up with a plan, a strange but clever plan. He decided to disguise himself as a cripple. Yes, Moses pretended to be crippled. He wanted to know, would anyone love him if he had no ability, no strength, no flashy lifestyle? Would anyone care for him as a human being, not as a billionaire? People laughed at him in Ghana when he returned. They mocked him on the streets. Some said, "Ah, look at this fine rich man, now crippled like broken stick." Others whispered, "How can a billionaire walk like that? Maybe witches have eaten his legs." Even Jerry mocked him, saying, "Brother, money cannot buy you new legs. Better give me your wealth so I can protect it." But Moses smiled inside because he knew he was not crippled. He was testing the world. Then came the shocking twist. One day at the market, while moving slowly with his walking stick, Moses met Amma, a young lady selling roasted plantain by the roadside. Amma was poor but hard-working. She didn't see a cripple. She saw a man. She gave him water when he was thirsty, food when he was hungry, and unlike others, she never mocked him. At first, Moses thought maybe she was pretending to, so he tested her. He told Amma he was jobless. He told her he had nothing. Still, she said, "As long as you have life, you have something. Don't worry, I will share the little I have with you." Those words pierced his heart like fire. For the first time in a long time, Moses felt true love knocking at his door. But while Amma was showing him love, Jerry and Moses' ex-girlfriend were plotting. They wanted Moses' company shares. Jerry whispered into her ear, "Don't worry, very soon he will sign everything to me because he's weak and crippled. Then we will travel to America and enjoy his empire." They laughed and celebrated, thinking Moses was blind to their schemes. But Moses was 2 steps ahead. The drama exploded during a family meeting in Ghana. Jerry stood up boldly and announced, "My brother Moses is crippled and can't handle his businesses anymore. As the next capable man, I should inherit everything," the family murmured. The ex-girlfriend, now pregnant with Jerry's child, stood beside him smiling proudly, like she had won the lottery. Amma sat quietly at the back, holding her breath. Then, in the middle of the meeting, Moses suddenly stood up without his stick. Everyone gasped. He walked straight, strong, confident. The family's mouths dropped open. Jerry almost fainted. The ex-girlfriend screamed, "Jesus," because she thought she was seeing a ghost. Moses looked Jerry in the eye and said, "So this is what my own brother planned. You took my woman, you made her pregnant, and together you plotted to take my sweat. Jerry, blood makes us brothers, but loyalty makes us family. You are neither." Then he turned to the girl and asked, "How long have you been with him?" She couldn't even talk. Tears rolled down her cheeks, but Moses didn't flinch. He continued, "I pretended to be crippled, not because I was weak, but because I wanted to see who truly loves me. And Ama here, this poor market woman, has shown me more love than all of you combined." The room went silent, but then Moses did something shocking, something nobody expected. He laughed. Yes, after all the betrayal and pain, he laughed so loud that the whole room stared at him in confusion. He said, "Jerry, you want my wealth? Take it. You think my billions are everything. Take the money, but you will never take my peace, and you will never have my destiny." The funny part was, when Jerry rushed forward excitedly, thinking Moses was serious, only for lawyers to walk in with documents showing Jerry's betrayal had already disqualified him from the inheritance. Jerry nearly collapsed, and the ex-girlfriend shouted, "So what will happen to me now?" Moses looked at her and said, "Ask Jerry. He is your new master." The whole family burst into laughter. Moses then took Ama's hand, looked into her eyes, and said, "I found what I was looking for. True love." He later traveled with Ama to the United States, introduced her to his world, and gave her the life she deserved. Meanwhile, Jerry and the ex-girlfriend's story turned sour. Jerry's charm dried up when the money didn't come, and the girl realized she had chosen the wrong brother. The scandals spread across Ghana and Nigeria like wildfire, making headlines even in the US. Billionaire pretends to be crippled, exposes brother and girlfriend's betrayal. At the end of it all, Moses found true love. Jerry lost everything, and the ex-girlfriend became a sad reminder that greed never wins. But the funniest part, years later, when Jerry tried to beg Moses for forgiveness, Moses told him, "Jerry, I forgive you, but next time, don't go around stealing people's women. It doesn't suit you." And Amma laughed so hard, she nearly dropped her roasted plantain. My people, this story teaches us something important. Don't judge by appearances, because the one you laugh at today may be the one who saves you tomorrow. Greed and betrayal only destroy families, but patience and forgiveness can heal even the deepest wounds. Wealth may fill your hands, but it cannot guarantee loyalty. And remember, revenge might feel sweet, but true power is in forgiveness. But now, I want to hear from you. If you were in Moses' shoes, would you forgive a dwarf after all she did? Do you think Jerry really loved her, or was he just out to destroy his brother? And tell me, if you had all of Moses' wealth, would you keep it a secret or show the world? Between love, family, and riches, what would you choose first? Drop your answers in the comments, because your voice matters in this story. Until next time, remember, prophecies come true in strange ways. The cripple they mocked may rise higher than anyone expected. Stay tuned. The name is still AJ. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment and shower for more powerful African stories like this one.